Saturday, October 15th. The occupation continues. Moves around a bit, but it continues. We find ourselves here now, having marched from the Civic Center to Balboa Park for a rally.
And we are no exception to this movement. We shall do fight like an Egyptian. We shall do fight back. And most importantly, we shall do be victorious.
Next up we have Kathy. She's with Nurses United.
Very well known activist here in San Diego. He's been part of many struggles, but in particular he's been real active in the LGBT rights struggle. He's representing the San Diego Alliance for Marriage Equality that's been very active here in San Diego, providing and promoting and fighting for LGBT rights, and his name is Michael Anderson.
I'd like to give a special thanks to those of you at Occupy San Diego that were there defending the tent. I'd like to give a special thanks to Canvas for a Cause, some of which were based in the face by San Diego Police Department, but we're going to give a special thanks to today. Fellow queer people and those who are in solidarity with us, for too long we have been too kind. While our government spends a grossly disproportionate amount of our tax dollars on the war machine and at the expense of U.S. workers and at the cost of uncounted deaths in those countries in which we are spilling their blood, Uncle Sam now comes to you decorated with a rainbow pin, a deceiving smile, and a finger pointed at you. And he says, "I want you." However, I am forced to ask, does Uncle Sam want me, or does he want to use me? He has ignored us. He has ignored us and demanded our silence in the 80s during the beginning of the AIDS epidemic. He has ignored us and made us criminals within our own bedrooms until recent sodomy laws were struck down in recent history. He has ignored us for too long and still today is refusing to us health care for our ill, medical treatment and surgery for our trans community, denies us protections from labor and housing discrimination, and even today senselessly bans gay men from giving blood. Uncle Sam, I don't believe you. Die in their military. We are not even given the courtesy of a knock on the door when our partners, our lives are lost overseas in their wars. We receive no death benefits.
Service workers, maintenance operation workers at City College, Mesa College, Miramar College, Cuyamaca College, and Grossmont College. And I'm proud to say that 2 Thursdays ago, not Thursday this week, but the week before that, my local unanimously endorsed Occupy San Diego. I'm proud to say that this Wednesday we delivered $500 worth of supplies to help the occupation keep going. And as somebody who a couple years ago marched 365 miles from Bakersfield to Sacramento demanding to tax the Federation of Teachers, our statewide organization, which has endorsed the Occupy Wall Street and Occupy San Diego and all the other local variations today. So this is from the CFT President Josh Pechtold. It says the California Federation of Teachers endorses the Occupy Wall Street movement. Occupy Wall Street and its local variations represent the legitimate response of the 99% of us adversely affected by growing wealth and income inequality in America. The richest 1% of the population has doubled its share of the nation's income over the past 20 years. Yet during this time, the wealthy receive massive tax cuts and a major cause of public budget shortfalls that hurt students, that make our streets less safe, that harm the health of children and seniors. Instead of investing in this newfound wealth in productive enterprise in the United States, the top 1% moved it offshore into financial speculation, which ultimately crashed the economy. The 1% took large amounts of this money and poured it into a public relations effort to blame teachers and other public servants for the crisis. But we know teachers didn't create the crisis, garbage workers didn't create the crisis, firefighters didn't create the crisis, the rich and the corporations in the United States created this crisis. Occupy Wall Street redirects the attention of the public to the actual causes and parties responsible for the economic crash and the recession. The California Federation of Teachers embraces the call of Occupy Wall Street to restore higher taxes on the rich, to re-regulate banks, and enact financial speculation taxes. We encourage our members to participate in Occupy Wall Street actions in their cities. Their actions will help restore public budgets for schools and other vital services and set our state and country back on the right path. The men and women who are participating in Occupy Wall Street have given voice to the suffering and economic uncertainty felt by millions of Americans.